guys, and welcome to UFR, also known as Unofficial Front Row Racing. I'm coming to get ya. Not literally, that's my PSN name. But anyway, name's Dave, and UFR have had a 2-week break, and we thought we would hold a little classic event. There's not many drivers, because only 6 wanted to put their name down for it, but we're just going to have some fun. We're going to have a 10 race, 5 lap championship for these guys to just explore. But it's not a multiplayer championship, so these guys are going to have to bear with me so while I work everything out for them to release the results tomorrow. So again, just a bit of fun for these guys to have a bit of mess about. Standards of racing is still high, of course, because we are racing under UFR rules, but we're gonna let them off the lead a little bit today, so we hope they enjoy it. Damage is off, and as you can see, we are in the Williams, and the lights are on. Are we going to get the late start? They are off. No, not in classic cars. Everything seems to be flying. As you can see, the Williams is going everywhere. This is great stuff. Sparky, Hayes, Luke all battling. There's no excuses now. These guys are all in the same car. So what are they going to do for us this evening? Well, Sparky's absolutely hammering away there with Luke Smywalker in second with his form. Hayes is second. Going to be a bit difficult for you, Granty boy, as we've got Ricky Sammy going and saying hello to the sand trap there, but cracking on with what's going on. These three seem to be having a jolly old battle. So you've got Hayes, Granty boy and Geza all going hell for leather in the Williams, and what a beauty of a car it is. The track we are at now is Suzuka, and it's the short version, as you can see. Lovely little move there by Granty boy. Geza falling down the back. Sparky setting the pace at 42 seconds, 0.4, and these guys, the slipstream in no DRS. This is what you like to see. This is real racing. You got to work to get past the man in front. Hayes and Granty boy, nicely done. Plenty of room left. So yeah, this should be interesting for the guys. It's just a classic event, a bit of fun, and we'll see how they get on. Let's see how old Ricky Sammy's doing back there. He's just having fun doing donuts by the look of it, so he's off in his own little world. Just stay out the way, fella. Here they all come. So jumping back on board with Geza. Nicely done there, Ricky. These guys, it's actually quite a tight little battle, so fair play to these guys this evening. I hope they enjoy their time, and this is round 1 of the classic event. It's something we're going to look to do in between leagues to spice it up for these guys, put them all in the same car and have some fun. So yeah, it's actually quite good. It's a shame we couldn't have a full grid here this evening, but these guys should have a nice little epic time. But yeah, moving on. We're not going to have any of the telemetry up today. We are just going to have fun, and you guys are going to see everything that is going on. So what is going on? All the drivers up the front still nice and tight. In fact, yeah, Sparky was running away with it, and these guys seem to be holding on to him quite nicely. A little bit of a tip for you guys viewing, or guys that will be watching it later, should I say. These guys have had no practice. The list of tracks they are racing at has been kept a secret. The cars they will be racing in is down to my discretion on what car I think will be suited to the track they go to. That's the joys of not racing in this event. If I was racing, these guys might have something to say if I was picking the cars, but yeah, let's move on to Granty boy now. Granty boy and Luke Smywalker having a nice little battle. You gotta love the sound of these cars back in the 90s, 80s. Oh, beautiful cars. But one of my favourite cars is this Williams. I do prefer, if I must say, it's the 96 Williams. Championship winning car. It did look good. It handles quite well on the games I've played it on as well. So there is a car. That is Hayes going for a little wander into the gravel trap now as Luke Smywalker sets a 40.4. That's 40 seconds. That's Geza. They're all not having fun. Where is Ricky? Let's just have a nose what's going on. It would seem, yeah, that's Ricky Sammy. There we go, back on board with Sparky. It's all got a bit close up at the front. Fair play to these guys. They are on their final lap now. This is the championship, so I will be recording it, and where these guys finish, it will work. What they don't know is, because there's only 6 of them, we are going to do the championship scoring based on the old system, and I'm going back to the 90s where we were talking 10 points for a win, 6 points for second, 4 for third, 3 for fourth, 2 for fifth, and 1 for sixth. So points are all up for grab for these guys today, and we'll see what's going on. Who have we got now? Hayes doing a few donuts, enjoying himself in the Williams. I hope he doesn't plan on doing that for 2.5 minutes. Please get to the end. Ricky Sammy's still finishing around a lap down, but he's just up for some fun. He's a bit ill today, guys, as far as I've been told and from what I've been reading, so hopefully he's feeling better and can just enjoy today and have a bit of fun. This is all in good spirit because these guys will be taking to the track this up and coming Thursday. So back to league racing for these guys. So there's the results for this one. Not a bad little race there. Forget the points on the right hand side, because what these guys don't know, which they will when they review the footage back, is I am going off the old championship points, guys. So for first you will receive 10 points, second you will receive 6, third you will receive 4, fourth you will receive 3, fifth you will receive 2, and for sixth you will receive 1. So they're kind of lucky there's only 6 of them here this evening, and we're gonna have some fun now and put in another car. What track have we got lined up next? No, we don't want that one. We want to delete that one. For some reason it's, oh yeah, sorry, where I was in a rush, guys, I didn't put in another track. That's the track I wanted on the list. So they will be going to Austria now. So that's their list of tracks for this evening. Japan has been completed, and now we're looking at Austria. So what car can we put them in here for Austria? I'll tell you what, we are going to put them in. Let's go a bit Renault. Let's have a bit of Renault so the guys know. Yeah, let's have a bit of Renault. So guys, there's your car. Jump into that car please when you're ready. They can't hear me, so I'm talking to myself. It was put in the post that there we go, all jumping into the right car as we speak. Surely, Luke and Ricky, get in the right car. For Christ's sake, get holding us back. Whenever they're ready, we will get this show going. Oh, there we go, Ricky's in the car. Luke, what are you doing? We want to get, there we go, now we're going. So let's spectate up and get this show on the road. They are now in the 2006 R26 Renault, Fernando Alonso's famous car that he won his second World Championship in. So we'll see how these guys get on. These guys are allowed to use assists, so the ABS and everything is engaged for them. They can use what they like. So we're now at Austria. The grids are reversed as well, guys, so the guy that finishes in last will start in first, and the guy that finished first last race will finish sixth. It's just a nice friendly little way to spice things up for the drivers. So round 2, Austria, classic race, 5 laps ahead of them. What could be installed here? The car's a bit powerful. I don't know if this car actually turned a wheel around Austria in its time. I believe it didn't. I could be wrong though, because it was taken off the calendar in the early 2000s, I believe, or it didn't actually hit the calendar in the 2000-2001 season, and then it's made its return a few years ago now. So yeah, just waiting for these guys to all get settled in and see how these guys get on. I'm not really going to keep track of the championship guys because it's down to these guys to just race. I am going to literally add everything up at the end, behind the scenes, and release a post stating who wins our first classic championship. So here we go, 5 lights. Are we going to get a quick, yeah we are. Classic racing seems to be working with the lights going out, and away they are. Ricky Sammy is now being absolutely swamped by drivers and probably doesn't know what to do starting in pole. So up at the front we've got Granty Boy and Hayes, 2 drivers in the championship, within the league, sorry, that are used to racing each other, so this could get very, very interesting down into turn 3. Is Hayes going to send one up the inside? Surely you got it. It's 5 laps. He is indeed. Nice little move there. Plenty of room being left. Respect to the drivers. Didn't get a move done, so hopefully it gets done down into 4. The guy in the background is Sparky, who I believe won the first event. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on here. Just behind them is Geza, and the 2 cars drifting off the back now are Luke Smywalker and Ricky Sammy. May not have had a lot of practice in these cars. These guys look like they are sinking their teeth into this game and getting practice in and where they can on all levels, i.e. using all classic cars, because they are well and truly up to speed. while a couple of guys are dropping off the back. I could be wrong, no, but here we go. Granty Boy actually starting to extend his lead as Sparky is desperate to get past Hayes. Hayes making up the track as he goes along with Geza in the background. Nice little bit of fun. They're all using everything they can, and this is nose to tail stuff. It's a shame we don't get this in the league as much, for obvious reasons through Codemasters and the patterning of the game. So here we go then. 4 in a line. Granty Boy leads the train. Any man gonna feel brave and throw up the inside. A lot of weaving going on. It's all about letting them off the lead and having some fun. It's all kicking off. 1 bump, 2 bump, 3 bump, 4, and Granty Boy's off with Sparky into the wall. So it's all kicking off here. You gotta love a bit of racing. So Sparky, the previous winner of the first round, is now down in 5th place. Is this Hayes? Hayes is making a move on Granty Boy. Granty Boy off, cutting the grass, and Hayes, oh no, not getting it done there. So Granty Boy maintains the lead of this 5-lap race here in Austria, and Hayes is enjoying playing in the sandpit at the moment and cutting the grass. Where's Granty Boy going? They're all flipping veering off here, and that is Geza. Geza looking like he's going to make a move when the camera angle wants to change. He is. Penultimate corner, throwing it in. Nice bit of respect there between the drivers, and again, what's he going to do? This is all allowing Granty Boy but to pull away. Cars in the background have all filtered off. Sparky probably not happy with that. The lap time they've set is a 1:10.0, so we raced here. It's a few weeks ago and he's just clipped Hayes. Now, we said we were letting you off the reins, but that is a bit naughty, and the one thing I will say in this clip right now is if the drivers do not behave, they will not be welcome back to participate in the next one. So Geza, absolute respect there. It's great to see, and I think these guys may have picked up a tip or two from Jamie James when it comes to sportsmanship within racing. So yeah, anybody that wants to see that, unfortunately I will not be releasing the video of the Germany rounds due to implications with a driver's behaviour on track. Shame, but that driver is now gone. I am not going to name and shame him, there's no need to, but he has been removed from UFR standards. We will not tolerate. But anyway, let's get back on with the action. Granty Boy absolutely flying away with no pressure from the guys behind, unless he fancies bunging it into a wall. It seems that Hayes and Geza are the guys having a battle, but it's kicking off behind with Sparky trying to come through the pack. Next victim, they've just set a 1:09.3, so the race pace we were hitting, these cars are only about 1.5 seconds off the pace, but the pace that was being set in was by myself, Coming to Get You, and John Terry. Ooh, Sparky's in the wall. Sparky's very, very lucky I took damage off there, so as some of the other drivers. We'll just catch a little donut for you. Go on, Ricky Boy. Don't finish last in this one, good man. But let's jump up at the front because it's all changing up here. Granty Boy has made... Oh, not Granty Boy. Geza and Hayes are battling. Granty Boy is still off into the distance. Here comes Geza. What have you got? Down the inside, skims the curb. Hayes being squeezed onto the exit curb there, but plenty of grip in these cars and downforce. Is Hayes going to hold it up the inside? No, thinks better of it. He's trying, but it's not quite working out there. So, moving on from this. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to put a request in for a cup of coffee, and I'm getting one hell of an evil and a bit of a giggle. Anyway, moving on. Sparky and Ricky having a little ding-dong battle back there, but we're going to keep an eye up the front with these guys as Granty Boy has put in a fastest lap of 1:08 something. A little bit off the pace of the 2018 cars, about a second now. So these cars may actually be matched with that. Oh, Sparky now picking up a 2-second time penalty. Come on, Ricky Smythe, hold on to the back of him and make this race disappointing for him. It's all in it's all in fun, love and war, etc, guys, so don't take anything I say personally. These guys are let off the lead when it comes to the racing, and I'm let off the lead when it comes to the commentary, not having to be as sensible as you can imagine. So yeah, it's looking quite good. It looks like Granty Boy settled in and got his first win of this classic event on the board, and with Sparky down in 5th, this is going to open up everything wide open at the end of round 2. So as I said, I will not be keeping an eye on championship points. I will be doing that behind the scenes tomorrow and releasing a post of who won this event. and that's all I will be releasing, who scored the most points. And again, just to reiterate, as Granty Boy takes the checker flag for his first win, setting the pace of 108.7. Geza second. Hayes has actually pinched it, so Geza actually setting the pace there of 108.3, which is actually quite mighty quick against the 2018 cars, but this is only a 5-lapper race. So what's going on at the back? We got Sparky taking 5th, and Ricky Smy doing a nice little job back there, not falling off as far this time. So fair play. This is going to put Ricky Sammy back on pole for round 3 as we go. But yeah, just to really jelly the point system, guys, I'm going off the old point system. So first will receive 10 points, second will receive 6 points, third will receive 4 points, fourth will receive 3 points, fifth will receive 2 points, and sixth will receive 1 point. That's the last time you'll hear me say that today. A couple of drivers picking up a couple of penalties there, so that will be interesting. See how they go throughout this little event. It's just, as I said, a little bit of a mess around, enjoy yourself. It's Christmas, New Year time, and it's a chance for these drivers to kind of let their hair down, as the saying goes, and be released from the lead. But yeah, as it's gone, it's all been a bit touchy-feely between the cars. But as you saw from Geza there, maybe mistaken, I believe it was Geza. If not, I do apologise. Could have been Granty Boy. One of the two let the driver past anyway. But where are we now? Now these guys are going to be let go in a big beast. I'm stuck between, what do you reckon, guys? Should we give them 2004, 2002? Let's go 2004. So as they can see, it's the 2004 Ferrari now for round 3 in Italy. We're going to let these guys absolutely let the cars go here. So great, they're all up and ready. No, we've got Luke Smite. Yep, great, they're all ready to go. So round 3, Monza. It's the 2004 Ferrari. Michael Schumacher's last championship winning car. So this will be interesting. It's a car I love to drive. It's absolutely lethally quick, and these guys should enjoy throwing this car around here this evening. I think by now the guys may have realised that I've turned damage off for them, so it might get a bit more feisty as the little mini championship progresses. Please bear with us on that, guys, because we have kind of let the drivers off the leash this evening. So if you do see a couple of little things you wouldn't really see in league racing, hey, it's all fun when it comes to these type of events. Sensible when the serious stuff happens, have some fun when we have these little events. So it's good to see all 6 drivers still here though. It's round 3, we're at Monza. It's the track of speed, as you'd like to say, and we'll see how these guys get on. If the same guys are up at the front end, I believe that they'll be the ones that have put the practice in, and my mate's just come and dropped off my coffee, and that's one hell of a dirty look there. So anyway, moving on. Monza, what can we expect here? A lot of overtaking down into turns 1 and 2. Turn 1 really, probably some overtaking down into Parabolica, and probably down into turns 4 and 5. So here we go. We're on board with Sparky, and it's all gonna kick off. No delay with the lights. This is absolutely superb to see. Cars getting away. Ricky Sammy is at the back. What is going on? We've got Sparky in first, Granty Boy, Hayes. Ooh, a little bit of a late break there. What's going on behind? Hayes is in second. Granty Boy will be looking to get this done ASP. There has been a massive moment between Geza and Ricky by the looks of it, but we are not interested in that at the moment. So up at the front, second and third are going to be absolutely looking to hang on to the back of Sparky, because if there's one thing I'll say about these cars, that is late. That is very, very late. But he's off into the sand pit, Granty Boy, so it's all fair in love and war, as they say. And it is crack on time. What is Granty Boy doing? Oh, did Hayes just let Granty Boy through? I believe he did. Sparky has gone into the gravel again. He's really in the mood to build some sandcastles today, so unfortunate for him, and that has allowed Luke Smywalker to breeze on past. But up at the front, this is the battle we want to see, as they are absolutely using and abusing the track limits here this evening. Penalties are on strict, well, track limits are on strict, as you can see Sparky in the background dancing with that exit curb out of versus Ferrari. So here we go, down into Parabolica for the first time in the 2004 Ferrari. What type of run is Hayes going to get? In fact, if I can, I want to jump on board and see what this car can do. Screaming, it's beautiful. I miss this sound. Granty Boy, a little bit of a weave. Is he going to hold his line? He is. Screaming, it's beautiful. Hit the brakes as late as you can. Obviously, back in the day, these cars did have ABS, so as for Classic Events, I don't know how much Codemasters put that in to this game, as it's all kicking off behind. Luke Smywalker's the one now off. Jump off board now, that is hurting my ears, that. Yeah, moving on from that, we got Hayes trying to get past Granty Boy any which way as possible. Behind them, it's all kind of died off with Sparky's start going for an absolute dream in round 1, but round 2 and round 3 are not going to plan. So these guys, I don't know if they're struggling with these cars, but it is absolutely great to see. In fact, I want to see what type of speeds these guys are getting up to. Look at that, that is some speed. This is no messing about. You stick a 2018 car down that straight, you'd be lucky to get up to about what, 205, 210 miles an hour. I don't know, I haven't really tested Monza, but yeah, this is great stuff. The little battle kicking off behind. No, all cars behind seem to be having their own little squabble and settling down as they go. Don't worry guys, I'm putting you in the beast at the moment. Another beast will come out to play a little bit later, but this is the first of the two as it goes. So Sparky setting the pace for 120.7. These cars are absolutely rapid. I wish I was out there racing in this car right now, really do. It's a shame, but hey ho, somebody's got to do the commentary, as they say, and that would be me this evening. So nice little battle out in front between the three, but what I'm going to do right now is just see how our man Ricky Sammy's getting on back here. Good little driver, turns up week in, week out. Yellow flag, where's the yellow flag? It's Geza. Geza has had a moment there in the first chicane, and looks like he's struggling a bit to get this car going. He's off going, yeah, Ricky Sammy not going to quite catch him, but anyway, up at the front it's all starting to get a bit nice and cozy. So let's just ride on board with Luke Smywalker. I haven't really seen a lot of these drivers all throughout, and but there you go. And but up at the front it's sort of 2 seconds between the front three, so what we'll do right now is Sparky, whoa, Hayes, where are you going? I believe you just invented your own corner there. But it's good fun. Hayes looking to go round the outside of Parabolica. In these cars, it is definitely doable. In 2018 cars, I don't know so much. Beautiful respect there between the two drivers of Hayes and Granty Boy, and now they are flying up to the first chicane, neck and neck. This is great to see. Not like 2018. Here we go. Who's got the braver on the brakes? Just about is Hayes. Lovely. Wow, how dare. And up into first you go, but Sparky is the man to watch there. So we're going to stick on board with Granty Boy now and see how these three go in these final 2 laps. 1 to go with this one they're on. So down into the second chicane. These guys, I don't know if it's the car, the game itself, but they are really struggling to get these cars slowed down. If they haven't driven them before, welcome to power. This is power. And yeah. So here we go. Hayes starting to make a little bit of a gap. Granty Boy having a little bit of a moment, and Sparky using all of the curve. They've all got different styles, and it's great to see. They're all split by around half a second now. Here we go, Scary. What do we got? All taking roughly the same line there. Yellow flag again. Who's spun now? It's Geza. Geza's gone. Is Ricky Sammy going to get him? We well shall see, but this is one we'll see. Granty Boy, is he going to try and do what Hayes did all the way around the outside of Parabolica? Hayes leaving the door open. Granty Boy said, thank you, I'll take that and some. And Hayes is now in second, looking to pick up the slipstream. Track, what track? They all seem to be making up as they go. Hayes, here we go, second. Beautiful slipstream there for the Americans, drafting, whatever you'd like to call it. Coming down to the first chicane again. Hayes is mighty on the brakes there. May have picked up a tip from a couple of drivers. Oh no, Sparky, what have you done? Oh, is he going to wait? He is waiting. That is great to see, but that's wrecked. Classic final lap showdown between the drivers. It would seem Sparky up ahead. Is he stopping? Is he going to wait for him? What's he going to do here? Is this the first sign of bad sportsmanship coming out? The driver that caused the incident is just continuing, or is he just going to ease off and wait? We shall see. It doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's still ploughing on, so It's interesting. We'll see how this goes. All for a bit of fun and a bit of touching and pushing the limits of the other car, but that was a bit naughty there. Let's get rid of the telemetry quickly, guys. Yeah, so yeah, that was a bit interesting. Shame it wrecked the final lap showdown between the front three drivers there. Yeah, I believe Sparky has just been waiting to let him go, so fair play to him. Can't really argue with that unless he's going to get one of them an exit and take it back. So here we go. Round the parabolic at the final time. Hayes takes the win of round 3. Good to see 3 different winners in this classic event. Up to the line we go. Granny Boy is second, Sparky third. Now we're just waiting for the others to finish. Where is Luke Smywalker? Here is Luke. We'll jump back to Geza. And do you know what? We don't really see much of this guy. We're going to stick on board with Ricky Sammy a minute just for the final corner parabolic here in Monza. As I said, Geza's just lost it. Come on, Ricky. There you go, son. Not last this time, mate. So Geza's having an absolute shocker. While you're at it, go play the sand as well, mate. Gravel. So nice little event. Just wait for Geza to finish playing and come back to the track and cross the line. So nice little event here. Guys, really struggling with it looks like understanding these cars, but yeah, it's just for fun. Just jump on, have some fun and see what happens. So here's the results of round 3. Hayes wins that one, Granny Boy second, Sparky third, Luke Smywalker fourth, Ricky Sammy fifth with penalties because Geza likes the wall. So we'll just wait for these guys to ready up and crack on. Time penalties we're not interested in, they all stand. It's just a bit of fun, guys, so any penalties you see, if it affects their race, we will not be removing them, because we do not remove them from league racing. It's something we may look into going forward into season 2 of UFR, should I say, I do apologise, moving forward, but until then it currently stands, so any penalties they get will affect their position. So but there you go, moving on to round 4 now. What car shall I put them in now? Let's see what track we've got first. Yeah, the kind of thing I'm trying to do, guys, is give them the car that will suit the track. We're at Spa now. Now Spa is one of those tracks where I don't know, I'm feeling the Red Bull. Let's stick them in a Red Bull. Yeah, let's stick these guys in a Red Bull. Oh, let's finish spectating there. That would help, wouldn't it? Get the Red Bull. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a moment there. Yeah, bit of excitement. But there you go, guys. We're going in 2010 Red Bull Racing RB6. It was the car that won Sebastian Vettel's first F1 championship, and is a car that was recognised of the change of Formula 1 in my view. A lot of people may disagree with that, but with Adrian Newey back behind designs and really sinking his teeth into that car, it really turned some heads within the Formula 1 industry again, and yeah, and the rest is history, as they say. So we're just waiting for the guys to ready up. It's good to see 3 different winners, and I believe they are, I could be wrong, I think it's Sparky's won 1, Hayes has won 1, and Granny Boy, I believe, but yeah, there you go. The points are actually there now, so I don't know why the first lot were removed. That's interesting, but as I said, this is irrelevant to the point scoring system I'm going to be using, because these guys will be looking at these points without knowing that I'm going to go off the old format. It hasn't been declared to them or anything, but due to being an admin, it's nice to throw in a bit of a curveball when you're having a bit of fun. So what they perceive to be their points at the moment will change, and I will let them review this footage back before they actually know the outcome, so they'll all be well aware, oh dear, the system I thought we were using is wrong. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to work out, and it's a curveball I've thrown in there to make the racing a bit interesting without informing the drivers. So here we go. Anyway, Spa RB6. It's a track which these guys are going to absolutely be able to hammer in this car. Eau Rouge, don't even worry about it. Any of the other corners, don't even worry about them. You're in a Red Bull. This car can absolutely stick to the road like a train on track. It's one car I have driven and tested on this game, and I absolutely love it for drivability. So here we go. We're going to have to see who's on pole, because I've lost a bit of track here. I think we've got Ricky Sam on second. Is it Geza? I believe it's Geza on pole. Could be wrong now, but here we go. Let's get the telemetry up. We've got Geza on pole, Ricky Sammy second, so here we go. 5 lights, and it is go, go, go. And Geza, is that Geza just picked up one hell of a jump? Somebody has picked up a massive jump start there. Ricky Sam has kept the lead. It might have even been Ricky Sam himself, but I just want to stay on board with. It's all gone haywire here. Granny Boy has the lead. No, Geza now has the lead. Yeah, look at this. Oh, Rouge in the Red Bull is mighty. You can just keep your foot in. In fact, you can keep your footing around quite a lot of corners around on this one. The cars are nowhere near as fast as the Ferrari, but Geza getting a massive, well, given a massive slipstream there. So, hope they're all enjoying this car. Look at that, just throw it up the inside and hope it sticks. But Ricky Smarty in 4th now. Hold on to that sunshine and keep it going and have some fun. But Geza is now trying to make hay. You can really see, ooh, Luke Smarty's been disqualified for some reason. But there's one thing I'm starting to notice with a trend with these guys, is you can really see who is enjoying certain cars. So it's like Geza seems to enjoy the downforce cars and others seem to enjoy the lack of it, but power. So you really start to find out with a classic event who likes what with their car setup, and that's probably something drivers wouldn't have thought of looking into, participating. You can really hear that backfire on these cars. Lovely to hear. There's Ricky, Sammy and Hayes in the background and now having a little bit of a scrap. Hayes being squeezed, but the slipstreaming with these cars is massive. There you go. Granty Boy was a bit off the back of Sparky there, but he's closing in. A couple of hundreds there, a couple of hundreds there. Is he going to have a look down into the new bus stop? Nope. Through Eau Rouge though, if he can stay this close, he's easily. Whoa! I believe we found out who may have jumped the start, and that may have been Granty Boy. Is this going to be a penalty? We're just going to stay on board with this, and then I'm going to jump on board with Sparky, or is it a drive-through? It's looking like a drive-through at the moment. They all got drive-throughs. Oh dear, boys, what's happened? Granny Boy, Hayes, Ricky, Sammy, drive-throughs. Unlucky lads, but you've served them. So it's all between Geza and Sparky. It turned into a 5-car race, now it's a 2-car race. So unless these two have a massive moment, yeah, it is what it is. So here we go. They're off. Just have a quick flick back. Granty Boy on his own. Hayes in front of Ricky Spy now. So yeah, we'll stick on board with Geza and Sparky and see how these guys do battle here in Spa. So, oh, Sparky not having a good time in these classic cars. That is the 3rd time I've seen him have a massive moment. You might have to nickname Sparky Vettel. He seems put him out in front and he flies like a diamond. Put him in the group and he's having a few little problems. Just joking, Sparky. Makes for a little bit of an entertaining race now. I hope he can catch up back up to Geza here. Geza not really having much fun here, but then again guys, we don't know if these guys have practiced, got their setups right, and some are using default. If I would have taken part tonight, I would have just used default myself and just had some fun. But the way these guys are taking it when it comes to load up before the grid, it will seem maybe they've got a few setups up their sleeve for this. But yeah, looking at Geza and Sparky now. Sparky just about holding it within about 1.2 seconds, 1.3. Moving on to lap 3 now. Spa is a big track, maybe I should have given something with a bit more oomph underneath the bodywork of these cars, but the Red Bull is one of those cars where they should have really had some fun round here and should have been able to race wheel to wheel throughout the whole lap. But that's just my point of view. I'm entitled to it, and I've done it with a couple of drivers myself over the years, over the game. So anyway, bit of fun, but yeah, Sparky now has taken 2-3 tenths out of, yeah, I'd say 2 tenths out of Geza. The slipstream, these cars, you can really see it, no DRS, so you've really got to work for it. It's not like you can just low downforce, plough on. You've really got to work for it. In the corners, these cars are all super quick. Down the straight is where you make the time up, and it looks like Sparky would be one of the drivers, I could be wrong, that may have a setup on his car. Maybe the next one we have would just make them all run default balanced in the next classic event we hold, which would be which will probably be after the end of season 2, folks. So if you're interested in taking part in something like this, when you've viewed the footage, it is a bit of fun. 6 drivers stepped forward and wanted to do it. Others have been busy. Yeah, come along, give it a go, because you have to be a member of UFR, also known as Unofficial Front Row Racing League, to participate in our events or leagues. Or if you are a member but don't race in the league no more, you are still more than welcome to participate. So yeah, it's just fun. It's just for these guys to turn up, have a laugh, no damage. Yeah, you can push the limits, but enjoy the racing, because we still set some standards in place, you know, pretty high standards, but nowhere near as strict as we are when it comes to league racing. I think the next one we're really sort of planning. Gezza's gone again. Gezza, what is wrong? He's just gifted Sparky on a plate. Is Gezza going again? He is going now. Granny Boy Hayes and co are coming up. Is he up to speed? He is now. So he just gifted Sparky another win. So that's interesting. There's one thing I've got to admit, it's like the Williams car. I do like the dash of the Red Bull in this car. I wish they'd have that on all of them. None of this rubbish on the wheel. See it all like the Williams car in the background behind the wheel, and all your little gadgets on the wheel. But hey-o. Moving on from that though, it's kind of killed off the race here in Spa, unless Sparky wants to put it in a wall. I'll tell you what, these guys are blimmin' lucky I didn't put damage on. I'd probably end up with 1 or 2 of them finish. One of those things I just had a quick thought, better turn that off because you never know what's going to happen. But moving on, so we've got Sparky looking to pick up his 2nd win here in round 4 of the Classic event, with Gezza, who I believe has picked up his 2nd or 3rd spin of the Classic event here in Spa. And following from that, we've got Granny Boy just coming around. Just watch the front wing, it really does shake on these cars. Then we've got Hayes in 4th, and Ricky Smy in 5th, who, yeah, he's not the quickest of guys, but you've got to give the guys credit. He's always committed to racing in the league. He'll be there, he'll turn up here, enjoy his moment and have his bit of fun. And he's kind of got to the standards, because that's what we say here at Unofficial Front Row Racing. It's not about how quick you are, or how quick you can go. It's just being consistent, turning up and having fun, because we're not like other leagues like AOR and IRL, things like that, where you've got the quickest drivers on the game, in all fairness, that want to improve and push. To be honest, I'm a little bit past that myself, pushing on in age. I'm just about having fun now. So I've been there at AOR, I've raced the best, I've fought the best, I've fought for 2 titles, I just missed out on them. So I've been there and done it and had my fun. These guys, it's just my view about creating a bit of fun, a little bit of league racing, enjoying the moment. So Hayes now setting the pace with a 1:47.9, so a nice little lap there. So yeah, if you're interested in joining UFR, it's not, you really don't have to be quick. I mean, if we're honest, the quickest 2 guys in UFR at the moment are a guy called John Haven Terry and myself coming to get you 85. And in all fairness, if it's the right track, the right day, me and him will just go off and have our own battle and push each other to limits, and the rest will have their own little battle behind. But there's groups spread out. I mean, it's kind of 3-4 groups throughout the race where you get together of different levels of racing, and it's just about having fun and enjoying it. So yeah, come along, give it a go if you want. It's Classic events, just become a member, you can join in these, or if you're interested in the league, sign up, drop us a message on Facebook, Unofficial Front Row Racing, and we'll get you involved as soon as possible, guys. So yeah, we're on board with Sparky here. It's lap 5, it's the final lap. It's looking nice, steady and composed. Sparky's driving a lot better in the Classic events than I know of, not having a pop there of the league events, so I'm pretty sure he'd be over the moon if he would come to the Classic racing. But you never know. But moving back from Sparky, who's going to pick up his 2nd win, is Gezza, who's actually starting to sink his teeth into it, and unfortunately threw away a win. We were hoping for 4 different winners, but Gezza let that one slip, a bit like Liverpool and the Premiership title that year. But moving on from that, behind Gezza we've got Granny Boy, and then from that, as Sparky is now finished and crossed the line, RDB has now joined the lobby. It's good to see him here. He should be able to pick a car next time around, and from there, so Granny Boy finishes 3rd. Hayes coming along in 4th, no penalties there. And then we're just waiting for our man Ricky Smy. So let's jump on board. Good old Rick. See the Red Bull in action up towards the bus stop chicane. As you can see, these cars would only go to about 17,000 RPM, about 17.5 when really opened up. So here we go, late on the brakes. Oh, look at that, what was that, 65 metres? Hit neutral there. If I'm not mistaken, Ricky Smye is using manual gears. I could be wrong. Hit neutral there, so that'd be interesting, but fair play to him if he is. Yeah, nice little race. Shame we lost Luke Smywalker. RDB's now joined the event, so what was 6 is now 7, but here's the results of Spa, of our classic event. So first, Sparky, second win of the classic event. Second is Geza, third is Granty Boy, fourth is Hayes, fifth is Ricky Smye, and sixth with a disqualification was Luke Smywalker. So just wait for these guys to flick us through, and we'll carry on with this. Next, the one thing I will say to you guys is the next one, excuse me, classic event we do at the end of season 2, we will be doing a live broadcast, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually leave it up to the viewers of what cars we put them in around the next event. It's a long way off, we're talking a good 4 or 5 months yet, and we'll let you guys decide what cars they will be put in. What track are we up now? We're at Germany, so what car should we put these guys in for Germany? Let's have a look, see, 2000. Let's have a bit of the 98 McLaren, the MP4-13. So there you go, guys, you are now in the McLaren. So enjoy your little moment. Not the 88 McLaren Geza, the 1988 McLaren. Oh my days. Pick the right McLaren, guys. Geza, you're in the wrong car. Oh god. It's all gone a bit haywire here. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3. No, we've got Ricky Smye who wants the 1982 McLaren. Oh my god. I did put a post out and made it quite simple. Whatever car the host or the admin jumps in, jump in the same one. It's Christmas, these guys may be having their own little fun at home as well, so you got to give them credit where credit is due for just turning up and participating. So we're just waiting for Ricky Smye to jump into the 98 McLaren. When you're ready, good man. Yeah, we've got all of them. Oh, we've got them all now. Yes, we have. Well done, guys, and we are go. So, spectator, it's the McLaren 1998 MP4-13. One hell of a car, actually. It turned a few heads when it was released in the 98 season. Oh, David Coulthard and Mika Hakkinen were driving that car, and Mika Hakkinen was a force to be reckoned with. I mean, we all know, excuse me, Raikkonen was one hell of a driver, but Raikkonen was and is, still is, let's be fair. But Mika Hakkinen, you put him in the right car, the great Schumacher couldn't stop him. Oh my days. This is going to be fun for these guys. Full wet conditions, and they are in the McLaren 98 version. So we're going to see how these guys get on. This is what I mean, guys. You see a few drivers then ticking over. I've got Ricky Smye there. You see sort of duff go. I think these other guys are trying. Where's my setup? Where's my setup? I gotta find it. It's all good fun. I think next time what we do is we just say to them, well, it's default balanced in the middle, and just sort of buff, get it done. Yeah, this recording will be a 2-part, I believe, guys, unless we can cram in all 10 races within an hour, but we will be pushing it to do that. But here we go, 7 on grid now, all in the McLaren. We've got one McLaren hiding under the water, that's Sparky. Let's see how these guys get on. No delay, one McLaren jumps up and says hello, and we are off. One McLaren does a donut in the middle of the track and scares out the back 3 there. But here we go, these guys are all going to be dreading this, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm glad I'm not involved in this one. But there you go, it seems we've got kind of 2 battles going on here, 3 at the back, 3 at the front, see how they go. And Granty Boy taking a wide line. Ooh, Hayes has just sneaked up the inside there of Sparky, and is off. Now what have you got in return, Sparky? No, this grass don't need cutting. Whoa, he's in the wall, and he is off. So Sparky, the first victim there, and there is another one. It's RDB who's helping him cut the grass there. It's always good to see these these helpful people doing what they do. Ricky Smythe has not even got round turn 3, so he's having a dreadful time of it up here. But anyway, back up to the front while those guys are all having their little donuts moments and whatnot. Bit of trimming grass and everything else. We've got Hayes up in the lead. Hopefully he can pull off his first win of the Classic event. I don't believe he hasn't won one yet. And then we've got Granty Boy, who's going to be hunting him down, trying to get the win himself. Gezza's in third with Luke Smythe Walker in fourth, Heart on his tail, 6 tenths behind. And then behind that, whoa, Gezza having a massive moment now, coming into the stadium section, which you all may remember is where Hackney lost it with a massive blowout and had a crash at around about 170 to 180 miles an hour. It was believed that he hit the barrier about 160, maybe 150. And that was a hell of an impact to be taken in these cars, but walked away. Lucky man. But yeah, coming around to finish lap 1 of Germany, it does look like absolutely torrential rain. Yep, it's full wets. It is hammering back in. Granty Boy hot on his heels. The guys at the back, sort of Sparky, RDB and Ricky Smythe, are all well off this. As you can see, they're kind of coming 2 by 2. Hayes is doing a great little job here. I'm kind of hoping Hayes is my teammate on a Sunday. If he could sort of rack up performances like this, I'd be over the moon. If he can sort of do that, but no offense to the guy or anything like that, he does a great job as it is anyway. But here you go, coming up to the hairpin, which rejoins the old track now with the old drag strip coming up shortly on the left hand side. Not here, the next bit, just after the Mercedes stand. Have we got cars spinning again? Let's have a look what's going on. We have, it's RDB cutting that damn grass again. Ricky Sammy having his own little moment. RDB going to get taken by Ricky Smythe here. But off they go. There we go. Ricky Smythe's passed RDB now. RDB's probably thinking, why did I turn up? It's all just in good fun though, guys. So Hayes 7 tenths ahead of Granty Boy. Just going to have a quick flip back to the guys behind. We've got, whoa, Gezza, what a time to catch him. Looked like a massive aquaplaning moment there. Don't know if that's actually been brought into the facilities of this game, but that's he's really not enjoying this McLaren. Luke Smywalker there will be reaping to pick up any pieces that he lets go now. But moving down from that, here is Sparky, miles off, won the last race, having an absolute drama here. Whatever setups he's got on that car is not suitable, and I'm liking this because drivers think setups just all work on one car. All in classic mode, they don't, guys. So enjoy the moment. Here's Ricky Smythe down in 6th. He's having another little moment, and RDB really taking his time. But back up to the front, it's got very, very tight. They are only 3 tenths apart now. Well, 3.5. And here comes Granty Boy. Is he going to send one? He's thinking, no, tucks back in and thinks better of it. Is he going to look for the switchback? Driver's kind of missing the apex there. Nothing absolutely happening as they go. So I can see Granty Boy doing a bit of a Jammy James here. Jammy James is one guy that likes to wipe it up a little bit when he can, have some fun. Yeah, he might wait until the last moment to try and get a run at Hayes if he can, but pulling off little manoeuvres like that ain't going to help him at all, out breaking himself and then picking up the throttle too early. But yeah, here we go, back into the stadium section they go, and it's all again around to start lap 4 very shortly. But from that, what can we talk about a minute? The racing does start again this week, guys. We do have a few spaces open in our actual league events, so feel free to drop us a message and sign up. We do have spaces open on a Thursday and a Sunday now, so if you're interested in joining, let us know. Just to let you know though, there will be a post-released Tuesday this week, because we're going to release the standings and results from this tomorrow evening, anytime after 8 PM. Then on Tuesday we are going to release all the drive results from Silverstone and Germany from rounds 10 and 11, and then from that, on the Tuesday itself, we're going to release some information from the guys, but I just need confirmation from the admins that they're okay with how I would like car choice done next season. I'm not going to reveal too much, but I just need to talk to the other admins quickly, and get their confirmation. As soon as they give me the confirmation, I'll release the post. If they don't give me the confirmation, there will be no post, but I will explain that to the drivers in the drivers chat, because they may have some questions about that once they review this footage. So yeah, we've got a couple of spaces open on the Thursday and Sunday. If you're interested in joining, drop us a message. You can find us on Facebook under Unofficial Front Row Racing, and yeah, drop us a message, let us know what day is your preferred day, and we will get you signed up and in a car as soon as possible. If you do it this week, before Wednesday, you will be participating in this Thursday's up and coming event. Again, if you do it by Saturday, you will be participating in this Sunday's up and coming event. Anytime after the Wednesday for the Thursdays or the Saturday for the Sundays, you will not get a seat because of the updating of information, etc., and just seeing what's what. So these guys are now on their final lap, and it should be an interesting little battle, but Granny Boy is 1.2 seconds off the lead. But yeah, anyway, as I said quickly, if you're interested in joining Unofficial Front Row Racing, this is a one-off event. We will be doing this sort of as a mid-break thing, or at the end of the seasons, just for a bit of fun for the drivers. But in season 2 there will be no mid-season break. These good guys are going to have to go flat out every single round, week after week after week, until the season's done. So just let them have a bit of fun now, a bit of fun at the end of season 1, and then season 2 is going to be a bit of a hectic schedule for them, with it being race after race. But season 2 will see some changes. The race day, the one thing I will say, will not be happening on a Thursday. We will be changing that day, as long as the league continues to be successful and grow. If it doesn't, we may actually look at our options going forward. We're hoping as well to bring in a non-assist league for season 2 in Unofficial Front Row Racing League, Unofficial Front Row Racing League. So any non-assist racers are interested in racing with us, we will have a league up and running in season 2. But here we go. Hayes to take the win. Yes, he does. Granny Boy finishes second. Now looking down the order, we've got Luke Smywalker, so it's all kicked off behind somewhere. I've missed it when I've been rattling on and listening to my own voice. Picking up third. Yes, he does. Now looking back, we've got Sparky in fourth, with Geza hot on his heels. So is Sparky going to be able to hold this? Because Sparky, you've got your ballast in the wrong place. I would like to say that is aero, but that is complete ballast in the wrong place in these classic cars by the looks of it. So just a little tip for you, you might want to move that down, given the way these cars used to work. Geza determined to find the wall there, it looked like again. But here's old Ricky Smythe, a driver that's just enjoying the moment, off to play in the sand for a minute now, doing a little spin, and yeah, having his own little moment, flicking up the water. When you're ready, this way sunshine, well done, like a man. Nah, it's all good fun, guys. So as I said, different levels of racing you're really starting to see in the classic event. It's not normally this bad in the league racing, if we're honest. I tell you what, I've only just noticed that Codemasters have actually got these cars throwing up, wow, the gravel you kind of expect, but the mud, it's kicking up mud, grass, everything. It's good to see. Just a shame you don't get the cars covered in that type of rubbish. But yeah, there you go. So happy days. When you're ready, Ricky, get that McLaren over the line, please. I know it's a bit of fun, but yeah, I've got a couple of things off of what I'm doing tonight, you know. If you're not careful, you're going to be lapped by the AI. So yeah, bring it home, get it done, sunshine. No, fancies another drift and a stab at it, cut some more grass, rip up some more mud. Oh my days. When you're ready, Ricky, getting a bit boring now, mate. Just bring it home, let's get on with it. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys are interested, I've provided the information once. I'll do it again while Ricky's having a little bit of donut fun now, being lapped by the AI on their cool down lap. Spoke under Unofficial Front Row Racing, and yeah, drop us a message. We hold a league race on a Thursday or a Sunday. Assist users are welcome, because both leagues are mixed at the moment, and it's into season 2. We'll be looking to set up a non-assist league. So that's Germany done, dusted. Here are the results. We've got Hayes in first, then it's Granty Boy in second, Luke Smywalker is third, fourth is Sparky, fifth is Geza, 6th is Ricky Smiley, depending on how you want to call it. I normally go Ricky Sammy, and then you got Luke Smiley, but hey, that's just me. And after that, we got RDB with a DNF. It's his first race of the Classic event. So, moving on to the next one. What car can we put him in now? So many drivers will probably not like me after this. They'll probably have something to say. Why did you put me in this car? Why couldn't you put us in that car? And blah blah blah. But we'll see what happens. What track are we at anyway? We are at. Dude, it's a Britain. It's just you gotta have. What car are we gonna have? Let's see. We just had a McLaren. Let's give them let's go to the 76 Ferrari. Let's have a bit of this one. 76 Ferrari, guys. Let's see what this car's got. No, Sparky is not. No, waiting for cars to change. Don't know if drivers have seen the car and thought, I'm not having that. It's all in fun, guys, so just pick the car, have some fun and get on with it. Just waiting for RDB to change his car when he's ready. When you're ready, RDB. There we go. Good, guys. There we go. Everything seems to be falling into place today. These guys are absolutely flying for it. So here we go. Yeah, I think we're at round 6 now. I've lost track. I think it's round 6. Silverstone. It should be the short one. I did not pick the long one. If I did, for these 1976 Ferraris, it is going to be one hell of a long race. But we'll see what these guys have got in these cars. So, Silverstone short, what can you say? You go into turns 1, 2, and then you're down hanger straight before you know it. So it's a very, very short track. It's under a minute in these cars. I don't know what times they should be in, but I'm pretty sure all these guys will be loving the beautiful blue sky conditions with the sun beaming down on them. So, as I said, it's the 1976 Ferrari's turn now. We're at Silverstone. It should be short. If it's not, I do apologise. I'll be damned with myself if it is, because that is a long race in these classic cars. But moving on from that, what can we expect there? Probably a lot of dramas into turns 1, 2 and 3, given how this track goes, because it's basically turns 1 and 2 are there, and then they've got to shift their way over to turn 3, which is a bit tricky. So we've got Granny Boy on pole, Sparky second, Luke Smilewalker third. That is your top 3. Lights out. Are we going to get the lags jump? No, these cars are off. This is great stuff to see. I hope this does this in the actual event, and here we go. So they're all coming along down into turn 1, as you'll see now. They're all drifting well and truly out wide. Some of them even fancy cutting the grass over there. Granty Boy's made an exceptional start. Luke Smilewalker is there. So here we go. Turns 1 and 2 done. Apologies. Here's 3 and 4. And now they've got to ship over to turn 5, tuck it in and get the throttle on down hanger straight. Looks like Luke Smilewalker is happy with this car because he is all over the back of Granty Boy now. Is he going to get a run down into just at the bottom of hanger straight here? No, he's looking like going around the outside. Not a wise move in these cars, but if he can make that stick, that'll be beautiful. No, plenty of room being left for the drivers, and these cars look absolutely. He's made this. Whoa, what a move there by Luke Smilewalker. Well done, fella. Granty Boy may have just given you a little bit too much respect there, but Luke Smilewalker is absolutely loving these older classic cars here. There seems to be anything in the 80s back. He's up for it and really going to take a fight to these guys, so fair play to him. While these two have their little bit of a, I must admit, that's a lovely shot of these cars coming through turn 1 there. Beautiful, in fact. But yeah, as we can see, Luke Smilewalker's taking the lead. Granty Boy is all over the back of him. Questions about this car? This is the car Nicky Lauda drove against James Hunt. So here we go. Down hanger straight. Granty Boy is well off the pace. While that's all going on, Gez is in third. We're just going to have a nose back at the likes of Hayes, Ricky Smythe doing a fantastic little job there up in 5th. Sparky and RDB are the cars behind. I like the way the suspension works on this car. Oh no, spoke too soon. Ricky Smythe off, making up the track as he goes. Unlucky, mate. He's still got the position on him. He may have just let Sparky through. Oh, big contact there. Looked like old Rick may have turned in. RDB struggling a little bit, but anyway, Luke Smywalker up at the front, absolutely loving this. They are in the 58 second mark, I believe. And the front three, oh, is that Geza? Geza making a move.